Right out of the box, Avantis is loaded with powerful processing tools that will easily meet the demands of most users and applications. Every input channel has low and high pass filters, a gate, 4-band PEQ, compressor and delay. Both the gate and compressor blocks can work in ducker mode if preferred. In addition to PEQ, every output channel has a graphic EQ built in, so you don't need to patch GEQs from an effects rack. There's also the 12 effects slots, all of which can be used for send and return effects or inserted on a channel. These include an acclaimed auto threshold de-esser. Register your Avantis and you'll also get an upgrade code which adds 3 GEQ models and our very popular tube stage preamp. Want more options? Then unleash the power of D-Live from within your Avantis. Upgrade your console with the Avantis dPack to get additional D-Live processing, including the Dynate deep compressors, dual stage valve preamp, plus more models as they're added. Well, let's take a look at Deep. Deep processing puts incredible emulations of some of the most sought after hardware directly within your input and mix channels with zero latency. No burning effect slots, no hassle, just audio quality that rivals the best third-party plugins, but with no issues with latency or phase coherency. dPack gives you a suite of compressors, including a 16VU, inspired by the performance and character of a legendary first-generation VCA-based RMS compressor. 16VU is great for fattening up drums, bass, keys and vocals with its unmistakable low-mid range distortion. 16T is based on a later, more refined version of the model that inspired the 16VU. This results in less distortion in low frequencies and less dynamic material. It also features a switchable hard-soft knee compression, so this is ideal for anything from subtle vocal compression to brick wall limiting. Very versatile. OPTO takes the characteristics of a rack full of highly desirable optical compressors and puts them in one super flexible compressor. Want to dial in a vintage sound? No problem. Set the attack and recovery to slow or medium. Need a more contemporary voicing? Then switch the attack and recovery to fast. We've added a burn mode, which emulates the slower release time of a hot filament, and a transient control, which enhances the classic musical characteristics of the optical devices. Mighty. Inspired by a classic transistor array VCA Dynamics processor, the Mighty is your secret weapon when you need to give any instrument an in-your-face sound. Particularly effective on kick and snare, Mighty also excels on full kit, bass, guitars, and just about anything else that needs to cut through a busy mix. Remember that as with all the compressors, you can use Mighty in parallel mode to tame it down. Peak Limiter 76. Inspired by the legendary sound of 2 eras of one of the most revered FET-limiting amplifiers, Peak Limiter 76 captures a sound immediately recognisable from the last 50 years of classic studio recordings. The unique sound of both the blackface and later silverface models are available at the flick of a switch. We've even included the famous all buttons mode for when you really want to dirty things up. You also get the dual stage valve preamp, which covers a huge range of tonal ground from subtle warmth through to overdriven grit. And then there's Dynate. A huge hit with D-Live users, Dynate is a powerful and sophisticated processor boasting 4 bands of dynamic EQ and 4 bands of multi-band compression, with endless applications including taming vocals and tightening subgroups or adding sonic glue to a mix. Dynate changes the way we think about dynamic processing within the console. dPack enables 16 Dynate engines for inserting on input and mix channels. You can purchase dPack when you buy your Avantis or later via the Allen and Heath online store. Once you've got it for your Avantis, you'll automatically get all future dPack editions at no extra cost, so it's a great way of future-proofing your investment. See you soon!